I do want to go over a conspiracy theory. It's a theory, but if you put any time into it, you'll realize it's true. 100% without a doubt, I am convinced that Elvis is alive.
Oh God.
And this one,
Is
this
he
one is
Trump?
no, no. But I've seen that. That is stupid. No, no. If
Trump
you
is really Elvis, y'all.
no, if you
Oh God, dude, don't get me
there's a
started.
preacher. His name is Bob Joyce. And I'm not even kidding when I say this. And I'm going to go through this long list of
When he
reasons.
said, does he say, "Praise the Lord"?
If you look at the long list of reasons on why I say this, you'll see that what I'm saying is true. Okay, first off, if you look at him, he is a 100% visual match to Elvis. They've compared everything to the scar on his chin, to the scar over his eyebrow. His voice is 100% alike. I've seen overlays where they'll show Elvis.
Is the
Oh,
guy 80, 90 years old?
he is, let me see, I believe he is 91. And some people are like, oh, he couldn't be over the age of 85 or whatever. But if you look at William Shatner, I believe he is 94, I believe, and he looks even younger than Bob Joyce. So the whole look in the age thing,
Well, Clint's in his
Dick Van
90s.
Dyke is 100, and he doesn't look like he might be in his 80s.
Well, Betty White was almost
But
100,
see,
and
here's the
she didn't
thing.
look 100.
Exactly. Here's the thing. This dude, Bob Joyce, look it up. This guy is a 100% physical match to Elvis in every single way. Not only that, he sings Elvis's songs on stage. When he talks, his voice, they've done voice analysis on him. His voice is identical to Elvis. He owns Elvis's guitar. The guitar he plays is Elvis's guitar. They said he was a friend of the family back in the day. They said he was at Elvis's funeral. Weeks leading up to Elvis's death, because they said in the last couple years, Elvis had made multiple references that he wanted to serve God in a higher way. But because of his life, he couldn't do it. They said within 2 weeks of his, on record, his death, that he had this calm peace about him, almost like he was either ready to let his past life go or that he had already let his past life go. They have asked him over and over, is he Elvis? He cannot say he wasn't Elvis. All he say, I seen an interview with him. He said, he's like, I am nobody other than me. And now he says he's Bob Joyce, and technically he's not lying when he says he's Bob Joyce. Kind of like in the Bible, Paul, his name was Saul at one point. God changed his path, God changed his name, and from that point on, he was Paul. So to say I'm Bob Joyce, he's not lying, but he cannot say he's not Elvis.
I'm not. Okay. Look, dude, I'm not making fun of your conspiracy theory or nothing. But if you were going to fake your death, would you choose for it to be dying on a toilet?
It doesn't matter how you do it, you're letting
Would you
yourself
just
go.
say at least I died in bed?
There's a whole lot more to it though. Here's the thing though, is, and I don't know whose funeral it was, but I saw footage where him and Priscilla Presley were both at the same funeral. He's sitting in this chair, she's walking in a row behind him, and she just casually, almost in a loving, kind of sentimental way, pats him, on the shoulder and keeps on going, and he looks back at her, kind of smiles. Everything about him says that he's Elvis.
Uh-huh.
Everything about him. There's more. If I can just, I should have taken notes on it. But, Lisa Marie Presley, she says that everything she learned from the
She'll
music
say
industry,
anything anymore.
well, she's passed away, but she is quoted as saying everything she learned from the music industry, she learned from her dad. She was a small child whenever her dad died. Here's another one. Bob Joyce. They say that he's got a wife, kids, grandkids, all that stuff. Did you know I looked on the internet, including ChatGPT, because a lot of times when I can't find something, I'll let AI look for it for me. Did you know there are no photos of Bob Joyce from when he was young? It's almost like he did not exist before Elvis passed away. Bob Joyce's ministry started the same time period as Elvis passed away.
Man, I've seen
Plus,
this.
plus, I thought to myself, I was like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I can pull up a picture of Bob Joyce's wife, not only are there no past pictures of her, there are no current pictures of her. He's got the biggest ministry. I want to say Tennessee, but I'm not for sure.
There's a dude.
He's got the biggest ministry in his state. Yet there are no pictures of him from the past. And you know, man, you know how churches are.
Yeah.
They like to take their pictures. They like to, share memories and stuff like that. It's almost like he did not exist. And it's like I said, dude, you have to actually see him in action to know, because there are multiple videos of him talking. He sounds 100% like Elvis. When he performs, when he sings, you know how Elvis has that thing where he would like try to hit a high note and what they refer to as a little twang, almost like a voice crack. He has the same thing. He's got the same mannerisms. I am 100% convinced, and I always laughed at people who said Elvis is still alive. But the more I look into it,
About Tupac.
there's a whole conspiracy behind that. I could go into that.
Dude, there's this. Let me say something. There's this whack job that, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he has a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of that stuff.
You talking about Tyler Hansen? No, Tyler Hansen. Tyler.
He's the one that claims that Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Tyler Hansen.
Yeah, he's the one that claims Lady Gaga is who Amy Winehouse became after she faked her death. And Tom Holland, the Spider-Man actor, he's Chester from Linkin Park.
Well, see, here's the
after
thing.
He faked it, and they ain't even the same size.
You're bouncing the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is he ain't done anything on the whole Elvis thing.
I know, but he's a whack job,
Don't
dude.
you find that funny, though, that Bob Joyce, it's almost like he didn't exist before Elvis passed away?
Well, I mean, hey.
And that to this day,
Have you ever seen the movie Bubba Hotep?
He cannot deny being Elvis.
Well, it's not he can't deny.
Oh, no, buddy.
It's that he refuses to deny.
And why would you refuse to deny it, huh?
Maybe because it makes you more popular. No, the whole theory behind it.
No, I mean, I'll give him one thing. He says, and they can prove it financially, all that stuff, that they don't bring in any profit. Everything that they bring in, they use to help people. So he's got a legit church. And it's like I said, the whole thing with Elvis is they said he always wanted to serve God on a more, like a higher purpose.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what old Bob Joyce is doing.
No. I mean, that's fine. I'm sure millions of people probably believe that. I'm weird about stuff like that because there's too many of them things out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the whole Elvis one, that's been around for a long time, even back then before the days of internet, buddy.
Kathy Griffin is who Carrot Top became when he faked his death.
Dude, Kathy Griffin, that girl looks so dang rich. She looks like Sideshow Bob.
She looks like Carrot Top.
She looks like Sideshow Bob. She's got that giant orange fro that kind of bounces backwards.
Her and Carrot Top could be siblings, and you would believe it.
Golly. Okay, hey, you know what's funny is I ain't gonna do it this one.
I'm gonna
want to make a list of notes, but I'm gonna do one over Tupac next week.
Okay,
because there's a good one.